Liza Scaff. I initially came to Anatara about a little over a year ago, and I had been diagnosed with something called NION, which is a very rare eye optic nerve disorder. I was admitted to a study at Stanford, but really felt like I needed to supplement and chase down any other solutions I could find, which were not being offered to me by any of my primary care doctors or anyone in the ophthalmology world. So I came to Anatara, and immediately I was struck with the time allotted for each patient, the questions, the testing. It really felt like they took a long time to get to know my history, my medical history, where I was now, and what I wanted to see as improvements in my own health. It was a striking difference between what I was used to. And in the time that I've been working with the doctors here, I went from having 38% vision loss in one eye to now just 12%. I was the #1 graduate of the Stanford trials. And, you know, at the end of it, the doctor honestly said to me, Liza, there's clearly something different about what you did than what they were giving me, which was just a vitamin B3, high dose vitamin B3, which had helped some mice with their optic nerves. So I shared a little bit about, you know, what I had done, and particularly the ozone treatment, and knowing that my optic nerve needed oxygen, and there weren't a lot of ways to get it some oxygen. What struck me was that it was the first time I had conversations about preventative care, and not just coming in to see a doctor because you don't feel well and tackling those problems, but really putting together a long-term strategy of how to stay well and maximize your health and live a fuller, longer, you know, better feeling life, which was just completely different than anything I'd experienced. When I started feeling so much better and realizing that this was a pretty life-changing experience, and I started sharing, I had to share with friends and family about my experience at Anatara. It's not something you feel like you can keep to yourself. And I started getting phone calls from people who I didn't know so well, who were asking questions and saying, you know, you seem like you're doing so well and feeling so much better. You know, what kind of care are you getting? And I've shared with them that I think that you have to really go out there and look for what's going to work for you. And the beauty of Anatara is that it's so individualized. I never feel rushed when I come here. I always feel like it's a whole person experience. We don't just talk about what's going on, but we talk about what might be coming down the road, and what I really want from my health and my body and how to feel better. It makes me feel hopeful. It makes me feel like I have input on my wellness, and I have some control over how this aging process is going to go for me. And I feel hopeful, and I feel heard, which is really an amazing thing.